Hello everybody and welcome back for more Misscliks D&D Seaborn. And everyone's in the right place. Fantastic. So, these kobolds are streaming over the hillside, shrieking and calling and just going, "Rah!" Waving their spears in the air. You guys have one round before the kobolds react with you. Engage with you. And it takes one round to cast a spell. So, done. The villagers are picking up their heads and looking. They're in and amongst you. There are a lot of people around. Yes, there is a small pile of lumber. It's not very big. It would get you like 2 feet off the ground. But there is a rooftop nearby as well. One of the buildings that was damaged but not destroyed in the storm. Mm-hmm. Sure. Excellent. Yeah. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I swear I clicked that button.
Oh no! Let's redo!
So...
So to recap, the kobolds are coming. Jess asked how long we had before they got here. We have a round. The villagers are all looking like, kobolds! And I yelled, get to high ground, and ran for a rooftop.
Yep.
I would like to cast Cure Light Wounds.
Yep. Go for it. Give me a D8, Jess.
Oh.
That's all you need.
2. You are at 3, which is full.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Success!
Great.
Amazing.
Congrats, what a great roll.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So Jess, Elgrand heals himself. Maribel starts climbing a rooftop nearby. Bruno starts alerting townsfolk. Albert?
I'm gonna... Can I just shoot?
Do you have a weapon to shoot with?
Yeah, short bow.
Yeah, you can go ahead and take
2 shots?
2 shots.
Yeah.
How
My
do you have a
glorious
short
slayer.
bow? How do you have a short bow?
I'm a thief wizard.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a thief wizard. I forgot the thief part of that. Yeah, go ahead. Take your shots.
Alright. I don't get surprise. I don't get flanks. No,
You get nothing.
back attack. Okay. 12?
12 is a hit. You whack one of the kobolds square in the chest. Give me a d6 for damage.
D6, yeah. 5.
Nice. You drop one of the kobolds to the ground
Bam!
instantly.
Kobold number 2!
Wow, you double crit that kobold. Roll me 3d6.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. He's dead. They have d4 HP.
Can it go through a kobold into another one behind them?
Roll me a second roll to hit.
Yeah, yeah. I love that.
No.
Oh!
No.
Wow.
No, it's stuck.
But at least
Does
you
get
wasted
stuck.
your 1, or used your 1 on this
Yeah.
roll instead of something else. Very well done.
I'm quite satisfied right now.
Okay, so 2
Okay.
kobolds down. Maribel, you climb up onto this roof. But the building was damaged in the storm. Let's see if it can support your weight. What is your weight, Maribel?
350 pounds.
Okay.
Damn. You're a BBW for sure.
I'm a big, strong woman.
Oh. Just barely. No, you get on the roof. It holds. You get your halberd as you raise your halberd into, kobold decapitating position. The weight of you and everything just, and the roof collapses.
I am displeased by this.
Can you give me a saving throw versus death? Which is a dramatic way of saying, see if you don't take any damage. You're not actually going to die.
It's just D20, right?
Yeah, D20, you want your PPD or higher. No. You fall into the building and take 4 points of damage as a nail drives itself into your thigh.
I'm very displeased by this.
You are. Anyway, the kobolds swarm down the hills, and I need you guys to roll initiative. Someone just roll a d10 for the party, because there are a lot of kobolds, and I don't want to roll them all.
I'll do it.
Do it, Maribel. D10, please. Oh, there you go. 3. Perfect. You guys go first.
Goes first.
The party goes first. Who wants?
Do I still get to do something even though I am hurt?
You're hurt. Yeah, but you're just inside a collapsed building now. You can get yourself out.
Can I find another place to have high ground?
Yeah. There's another building nearby that you can climb on top.
Does it look a lot more sturdy than this one?
I wouldn't say a lot more sturdy.
Is there any a lot more sturdy type of place?
The cathedral, the temple looks a lot more sturdy, but its roofs are too high to use to swing down on. There's another building, the bakery looks pretty sturdy, but that's not like in the main path where the kobolds are coming. It's off to the side a bit.
All right, then I flank the kobolds and then go in with my halberd.
Okay. So Maribel takes off to the side, away, seemingly away from combat. Rest of the party?
I will kind of follow Maribel
Okay.
because I only have 3 HP. I don't necessarily want to engage in active combat just yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb onto a building.
You are on a building now.
Oh my gosh.
And shoot, do I have time for one shot or no?
Yeah. How much do you weigh, Albert?
And I think I have climbing too.
Yeah. How much do you weigh, Albert?
We don't have my weight actually.
Pick a weight. Pick a height and weight.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot tall, but I'm kind of like I'm an elf, so I feel like I'm probably like a little
Very
bit.
thin.
Yeah, like scrawny.
Elves are, what is it, lithe creatures? So if you're 6 foot tall female elf, I'm gonna put your weight
I'm
at
a male elf.
male elf. Okay, I'll put your weight
don't
at
think much,
150.
Alright, yeah, that sounds about reasonable.
That's pretty darn skinny for a 6 foot tall person.
I don't know. I was
Actually-
155-ish when I was in good shape, and I was like 5'10" at that time.
Huh.
I think there's a great range of muscle mass and body fat and whatnot that can be achieved.
I guess if you're an elf, you may have
I
lighter.
think I'm kind of a
I'm not
skinny
that
elf.
weight anymore. I'm not like 180 now. I got fat.
I heard Vietnamese food is really good though.
Oh yeah. This is from working office jobs in San Francisco, though. That'll do it to you.
So do I break the roof as well, is the question.
Oh god. You shouldn't have, but somehow you stepped on the one beam that was broken, and the roof begins to shimmer and shake. Give me a saving throw versus death. These buildings are very unsafe, as you guys are beginning to learn.
Is it just roll d20?
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh my god.
You two climb on top of this roof, step on like the broken beam, and it just collapses on you. You take 2 points of damage.
Oh god, I'm out.
You're out?
Yeah.
You only had.
Yeah, I have 2 health. Bye
So let
bye.
me recap what just happened.
Yep.
The kobolds ran for the village.
They don't even
We-
kill us. We
We
just kill them.
scrambled, tried to climb on things, broke the town more, got wounded and passed out. And the kobolds have yet to even take a shot at us. This is Misscliks.
Hey, I killed 2. Okay.
Alright, I look
Alright,
for a
well-
building.
I'm at 0 HP. I'm not bleeding out.
Okay.
I'm like napping gently.
Did you just say you look for a building, Trump?
Yes, I look for a building. I'm going to take a shot and then I'm going to hide behind the building.
Okay. Give me a roll to hit. 12, a hit! Give me a d6 for damage. Nice. You destroy another kobold, and then quickly take cover behind a building. The kobold's turn. They just stream through town, yipping and yelling, going as they run through. You see townspeople fleeing all over the place. A pack of 4 kobolds comes running around the corner towards Bruno. Maribel and Maribel and Algrund are maybe like 2 blocks away, running like to try and get to the side or the back of the kobolds and come up behind them. Bruno, these 4 kobolds are not happy with you. They take their little dingy spears and stab at you. What is your HP, Bruno?
4.
I'm not HP, AC, armor class.
14.
Thank you. One of them... No, 3 of them miss. One of them manages to stab you with his dinky little spear, his stone spear, for 3 points of damage.
Oof.
Yeah.
That is no good.
That is no bueno. No Bruno. At the end of the round, Maribel and Algrund have gone around the side, and you are now actually behind the kobolds. They've just all swarmed into town. It looks like they have, from where you are, you kind of have like a higher position on top of the town, because you've gone up the hill at the backside. And you can see the kobolds are kind of surprisingly organized. They've split off into 4 groups. One group is the 4 kobolds that are fighting Bruno. There's another group of, looks like 5 or 6, it's hard to tell with all the buildings in the way, that are just in the center of town, stabbing at people and harassing the townsfolk. And then there's 2 distinct parties of kobolds that have split off and gone in different directions. One looks like it's approaching the bakery, and the other looks like it is approaching the granary. And you also notice the ones near the granary, somewhere along the way, either in town or coming down the mountain, you're not sure where they got them. They have a couple of wheelbarrows.
Well, I immediately run for the group that's attacking Bruno.
Okay. Algrund?
I'll do the same. I'll follow.
Okay.
Oh.
Can I get an initiative roll from Jen? Because you're unconscious.
Yeah, sure.
D10, please.
Oops. Roll D10. 4.
Oh, just barely not enough. They go first. The 4 surrounding Albert stab and slash at you, but they're pretty timid. You know, it's like they're standing 3 or 4 feet away from you and like making swipes with their spears. None of the blows actually come closer than 1.5 feet, and they don't seem to be posing too much of a threat, but they're barking at you in their weird yippy language. Party goes as the rest of the kobolds stream into town.
I halbert them with a...
You actually have back attack, which is 2, so that's a 10. Oh, no, because you have the one from specialization. That's a 13
Yeah,
or 11. You hit.
Yeah, 11. Yay! Roll for damage, which is... I'm still learning my halberd. Since these are small, it's a D10. Plus 2.
Yes.
Whack!
You rip the kobold to shreds. You sever a leg.
Is the morale of his companions diminished? Do they back off because I decimated him so completely?
Not yet. Let's wait till their turn to see what their reaction to all this stuff is, though.
Okay.
Bruno and Algrund.
So there are 3 kobolds left attacking Bruno then?
Yeah.
Okay. Whichever one is closest to me, I would like to take a swing at with my battle axe.
Do it. Plus 2 for back attack. So
D20 plus 2?
yes, ma'am. Whap! You crack a kobold across its back with your battle axe. Give me a damage
Alright.
roll. That is enough to bring the 1 hit point kobold to the ground. It
Yeah.
just splatters at your feet.
Chicka chicka, yeah, kobolds suck, kobolds suck.
They are weak, but they are numerous. Bruno, what do you do?
I take out my dagger and I quickly swipe at one of them. Oh, too bad.
You swipe, but you miss. The 2 remaining kobolds here quickly decide that they've had it with this. They're done. They throw their spears at you guys, not in like a menacing, I'm throwing my spear, but more of like a catch, like rah! Type of thing. Do any of you guys try and catch the spears they toss at you?
I menacingly allow it to bounce against my halberd and glare at them.
Okay.
I'll try to catch one.
Okay. You catch one, Algrund. No, there's one thrown at Maribel, one thrown at Bruno. The 2 kobolds then flee. Bruno, you are distracted by catching their spears and cannot make attacks of opportunity against them as they run away, which was their intent. Maribel and Algrund, you can each make an attack at the fleeing kobolds.
Yeah, I would with relish.
Kobolds.
Do we get any sort of bonus to them? Or is it
No.
just- Okay.
Actually, yeah, +2 for back. That you destroy the one Maribel. You can roll
So
3d10
plus
+2
I
if you
get
want.
21. Are there a couple, right?
Oh my
Can I
God.
just get all of them at once?
You both double crit the kobolds. Roll triple damage. And
Why
this is-
even bother?
You don't have to. They're both dead.
All right.
Just to see.
Okay.
That's +2, right? That's 20 damage and
Oh,
12 damage. Yeah.
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 Actually, that would have been +2 on each time.
No,
so that
the
would've
+2
been-
is just added to the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I 22 times demolished that. So it's a red mist.
Yeah, that was a 2 HP kobold, and Jess's was a 3 HP kobold. They're just they're just gone. They no
Can I
longer
pick
exist
up-
on this material plane.
Can I pick some sort of like gross, obvious piece of a kobold that's like, I need like a trophy or something.
Yeah, you can pick up a kobold head.
But it's like, okay, so I pick up a kobold head and I go running towards the
Spine is
granary.
still like hanging out the back
yeah,
of it.
exactly. It's like super gross, like flinging gore
Mhm.
and stuff. And I tell Algrund, I say, you take care of the bakery. I'll go to the granary. And I run toward the granary.
Got it.
Okay, so you guys go. Maribel towards the granary, Algrund and Bruno to the bakery.
After hearing that command, I actually tell Algren, we better actually go to the granary. And I...
Okay. You guys run towards the granary. As you go through the city streets, you pass a couple of town people that are lying dead in the streets. Looks like a man,
Dead?
a woman, and 2 children have been
They killed people?
cornered at one point and just stabbed to death. These are probably the first reports of actual deaths in town from kobolds. They have definitely gotten more ballsy after this storm. You race through the streets and come to the granary. For you guys, this granary is actually not just a granary. It's more of your food storage place. It holds all of your dry food for the hard years, the cold years. It's a long building that sits low to the ground. It's about half buried underground. It has no windows and only one front door. The roof is a nice heavy thatch that keeps out all the water. And there's
it actually occurs... I need to pause you right there for a moment. I would be looking at the place where Albert collapsed. Or the building.
Oh, yeah.
How's he looking?
You see the building. It's one of the 2 buildings that you were standing in between when you were taking your shots.
Right, so I actually tell Algrind, can you help stabilize Albert?
Can I help stabilize Albert? What do you mean?
I'm
Yeah.
very stable.
He's unconscious. Or something.
Can
Or dead. I don't know.
Can I cure light wounds on an unconscious person?
You can, but didn't you already
I-
use your Cure Light Wounds today on yourself?
I did. Yes.
Yes, and your
No,
other
I
spell
can't.
is Metamorphize Liquids? No, Water to Wine.
Water to wine. So if
Why did you pick 2 light wounds?
I thought we would be fine and we would just want to get drunk and celebrate afterwards. Clearly, I was not thinking that far ahead.
It's all good. I understand your character.
Hashtag new cleric.
Is Albert bleeding or anything, or does it just look like
No,
gonna
he's
be fine?
lying there unconscious, a little
Can I
bit of
be
blood trickling.
snoring?
Uh,
I think it would be funny.
okay, you're snoring.
Yes. So you come in and you find me snoring on the ground. It's wonderful.
Okay, I try to like just really quickly make sure he's hidden a bit more. So I know it's kind of a ruined building, but I'll just like kick things in the way so that he's not obviously seen.
You pile more rubble on top of Albert the elf.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna have to just make sure he's hidden for now. For now, we have to go save that greenery.
Okay.
So I just quickly like rubble him.
All right, Maribel, you get to the granary a full round before Algrund and Bruno. You see 10 kobolds out front of the granary. You see 5 wheelbarrows out there, and you see a couple of kobolds jogging out from the half underground granary with sacks over their shoulders and like dropping them in the wheelbarrows and then running back inside. It looks like some sort of raid.
I bellow, stop! And I hold up the kobold head like this, and I go, I am Maribel, slayer of kobolds. None shall survive if you do not leave the foodstuffs where they lie. Run for your lives! No!
That is extraordinarily intimidating.
And then I throw the head at them.
Give me a roll to hit to see if you hit anyone with a head.
Ooh, can I hit them in the head for damage and kill them with the head?
Yeah, sure. Give me a roll to hit.
Is it just D20 flat?
D20, yeah.
Come on.
No.
Aw. It just splatters to the ground though, which is still a cool effect. For intimidation purposes.
If you killed one of them with that, that'd be even better.
It
Yeah,
would be.
that's true. It would be better. But
The 10 kobolds outside who have their spears that look like they're standing on guard duty as you dangle this head and yell in a language they don't understand and then hurl this head at them. Blood kind of splatters across the place. It rolls between 2 of them. They shriek "Arr!" and run. They just bolt. A moment later, a kobold comes out with a sack over his shoulder, looks around, looks at the head, looks at you, drops the sack, and then just runs. And
my tail
another
switches
kobold.
happily.
Yeah. As Algrund and Bruno come up, another kobold comes out, does the exact, looks around, and runs, and then you can hear the chatter inside, and a stream of kobolds flee. Looks like they have messed up your food storage, but not gotten away with anything. The 3 of you are gathered around the granary now.
Can we see any other kobolds like still pillaging the town? Or are all of the kobolds evacuated now?
These 20 have fled for the hills. Many of them have dropped their sharpened sticks behind them. You do recall that you saw another party of kobolds, roughly 10 of them, heading towards the bakery/mill.
Okay.
Can we head that way as well? And
You absolutely can.
because I feel like we should probably, continue to protect the bakery and the rest of the town.
I look for a townsperson and I tell them, like, make sure the food stores get back inside and yell if any kobolds come this way. And then I follow her.
Okay. The person you yelled at gathers a couple of other folks. They come over, pick up the wooden spears, and start moving the food back inside.
I reclaim my kobold head just in case.
Okay. A few minutes later, you guys arrive at the bakery. And here at the bakery, you actually see a pack of kobolds with backpacks filled with something, leaving through the front door and running towards the hills.
Can I get in front of them again, or are they too fast?
No, you can outrun a kobold.
I repeat my exact performance. I am Maribel, slayer of kobolds. Drop your packs or suffer the consequences. And then I throw the head at them, and maybe I hit a headshot with the head.
Give me a roll to hit.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
You hit them not in the head, though. It's just like a body shot.
Like in the chest.
Okay. They scream and flee, still holding their packs. So
Ah, the packs! I told them to drop the packs!
they don't speak common.
Well, they should educate themselves.
Maybe you should set up a kobold learning center.
You're
Maybe
right.
we could capture some and learn their languages.
If I'm in front of them, can I grab one as they come by?
Sure, you can try. Algrind and Bruno, what are you guys doing?
Can I just attack? How many are there? Are still 10 at the bakery here?
Mm-hmm. You're chasing after them. You're a little bit slower than the rest of the party. You're about the same
Oh.
speed as the kobolds.
Are there any near enough for me to smack with my battle axe?
No, you'd have to chase after them. But they're fleeing as fast as their legs will carry them, and as you run at roughly the same speed.
Can I like throw my battle axe at one of them to try to make them
Sure.
drop their pack of baked goods?
Your battle axe isn't really meant for throwing, so I'm going to give you a penalty to throwing it. But, it's still a battle axe. If you hit them, you could definitely kill one. So give me an attack roll at -4, but then you have +2 for back attack, so a d20 -2. As you hurl, not hurdle. Ooh, that's a hit. Your battle axe slams into a kobold. Give me a
Sweet. Is it same damage as when I smack him? Okay.
3. You grievously wound one of these kobolds, but he keeps going.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah. Bruno.
For me, I'll take a shot at a kobold while still trying to run to catch up.
Hit. Give me a damage roll. Nice. You drop a kobold to the dust. Maribel, these kobolds run past you. You can make a melee attack at grabbing one of them. Go for it.
Trying to decide whether I chop one of them or grab them. I think I'm just gonna halberd them.
Okay.
Just stick it out as they run by.
Give me a damage roll.
Did he just run? So I just
Oh,
stick my
never mind, he's
halberd
dead.
out. Does he just run into it and his head just severs?
Yeah, kind of. Like you're sticking your halberd out as he's running, and it's too fast for him to see that it's coming there, and he clotheslines himself in the throat.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Give me a damage roll. I don't think.
Do I need to?
Yeah, he's got 4 HP. If you roll a 1, he lives.
Oh, I see.
No, he dies.
Nope.
Okay. The kobolds continue to flee. You just killed 2 and wounded 1 of the 10. That brings them another morale check, which this time they fail. They drop their bags of food and sprint for the tree line.
And never come back!
Things slow down. You guys look around. You can't find any more signs of kobolds. Eventually, everyone in the town gathers back together. There's a quick head count done, and the streets are searched for bodies. In the end, it looks like 8 people have died.
8?
8 people. 1 adult male, 2 adult females, and 5 children.
Why'd they focus on the children? I find this very sad.
The party.
I present the severed head to Donalda Trumpet in the meeting of the townspeople. And I say, I regret I was not able to save the children. It is an unfortunate circumstance.
It is unfortunate indeed. We must decide what to do about the kobold threat. They have grown more confident and brave. What happened to the elf?
Ah, yes. We have forgotten her unconscious in a building. I will go find her.
Bam!
Him.
Right.
We have forgotten him unconscious in a building. I will retrieve him. I go look for him.
Okay. You guys eventually retrieve Albert. The whole party is gathered together now.
Is Donalda not thankful for the grain and food and everything? And
Oh
we
yeah, the whole
saved?
town is
We
thankful.
saved your pastries. Come on, Donalda.
No, the town is indeed
Come on,
grateful.
Donalda.
Do I wake up?
In like 10 or 12 hours.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
But I'd like people to remember that I shot the first 2 kobolds, and then they just saw me vanish from a rooftop.
We just forgot. We totally forgot.
People might not have noticed.
Kidding.
People remember certain things. Like falling through buildings and knocking yourself unconscious.
They don't know that. They were running away from kobolds. They just remember the 2 glorious shots from the start.
People tend
Well,
to
I
remember the
might-
embarrassing things more than the heroic things. Sorry, Albert. What were you saying, Anna?
I bind my wound. I don't know if I need to, but I had that wound from the nail.
Yeah, it's nasty and gross, and you all spend some time cleaning out your wounds and patching yourselves up. The town is shaken, grateful that you guys have managed to stop the supplies from being raided. And as everyone gathers together, Mayor Trumpet kind of clears her voice, gets everyone's attention, and says, it has come... It is clear now that the kobold threat is a true menace, and I think that we should make it official and appoint a new sheriff of town. I would like to appoint Bruno as sheriff and ask him to deputize Albert, Algrund, and Maribel.
I take a knee before Bruno.
If anyone has any words of objection, please say them now, or otherwise we'll call it a day. There's
Really, Mayor? Don't you think that Maribel would be a more menacing sheriff?
Oh, I think a sheriff's duties extend beyond menacing. A deputy would be... A menacing deputy is a wonderful thing, but a sheriff must have the tact to speak with the local civilians. Well, maybe not tact, but I think it would be a little terrifying for most people if they had to deal with Maribel as their sheriff. I think...
Very well, I accept, and I'll make sure to protect this town.
Okay. There's an applause from the whole town, except for the people who have lost family members. And you know what? I think this is a good place to take our second break. We're still doing breaks whenever they're appropriate instead of on the hour, right? Yeah?
Sure.
Great. Why don't we take our break here, and when we come back, we will rest up, and I think you guys are going to probably go off to the ship, the catamaran, right? Because this is what ships
All right.
do.
Yes. Things I suggest you do during the break are dream about what ships do, if that's something that pleases you. Also, check out Misscliks on Twitter. And don't forget that if you like the show, you can follow and subscribe. And we will see you in 3 to 5 minutos.